We left Rabanao del Camino this morning. Had a very nice hostel there, very charming old place. Albeit a little bit on the expensive. I think we paid 65 euros to stay there, just for a bed for the night. We did have dinner there as well. Met up with Caro and Flor for dinner last night. That was really, really nice. They are just walking up this morning as well, just a little bit behind us. Foggy, a little bit of drizzle. Forecast is for rain later. It's difficult to think what to wear because 1 minute you're cold, the next minute you're hot, and so it's a bit difficult to decide. And in front of us here, the lovely South Korean lady, Margaret. We keep bumping into her as well. Often it's very nice to bump into people. So today I think is day 26 or 27th of walking since we left Saint-Jean, Pied de Port on the 8th of September. And here we are. Gosh, and this leg of the trip, this stage is going to be going up to the highest point of the Camino, which is Cruz de Ferro. And all the people want to go there for a sunrise, but we gave up on that idea when we looked at the forecast. It wasn't going to be great. And yeah, but at the moment it's windy, foggy, and a bit cool. See how it will be later on when we get there, if we're going to have any views at all. There's a fog. Right now we can't really see anything. So, okay, onwards and forwards. I think we next stop we hopefully get some breakfast, as we haven't had breakfast yet. Yeah, so hopefully we'll find breakfast. It's been a bit tough, hasn't it? Quite uphill, but the worst is the stones. They're stony. Not perfect. Yes. So, I hope this is going to be breakfast here from Sebon. Oh dear. Not an easy life. Pilgrim's life is not easy.
Crazy.
I think we're feeling stronger now. We had breakfast. Reckon? Yes. And I think we broke the back of it now. Yes.
Another half an hour or so.
Another half an hour. And we'll be at the top, the very top. It's the highest point in the whole Camino. And it's been some steep, but kind of steady, wasn't it? Not, super steep. Not brutal. But yeah, steep. Anyway, it's nice to be seeing the markers start with the number 2 rather than a 7. When we started at Saint-Jean, Pied de Port, it was about 790, something like that, kilometers to Santiago. And now we're picking up signs saying 236. So it's great. Just really nice feeling to think how much you have accomplished already. Really lovely. Today has been a little bit hard from the point of view there's been a lot of uphill as we're going to the Cruz de Ferro, the highest point on the Camino. and the day has been a mix of fog, rain, wind, so all sorts of weather patterns have been thrown at us, but we are still here, still enjoying it. And we were just saying that we don't want to be counting counting down the days to Santiago. We want to enjoy every day and make the most of every day and live the Camino one day at a time and really enjoy all the relationships and all the friendships we are encountering, and the people who live here and look after us, the hotels, the restaurants, the cafes. It really is a lovely community. We are thoroughly enjoying it. And although it's been very hard, probably the hardest thing we've done in our lives, it is also super rewarding, and we feel really glad that we're doing this. Really, really happy. So here it is, just coming up to the Cruz de Ferro, the highest point on the Camino. So we've been coming up and up and up, and then it kind of leveled up, and here we are. Wow, it's a very iconic place. Brian and I have our stones to deposit here, and so it'd be nice to take a bit of time to just reflect on our journey here. Pra cima, tchau. Saudades. Fica aqui. This was the halfway point.
Yeah.
Leon, and then Hospital de Órbigo, Astorga,
It's the end of the
Poncebon,
really.
Ponferrada is the next one. We're going to stay at
We
Molina
must be back
Seca.
here. So we're
We're
going to
about
stay
here.
there, then Casabelos, and then I can't remember after that. And then I think that's where we get to Galicia.
Wow.
Another 2 or 3 days.
So fantastic, and Cruz de Ferro, we made it. So let's carry on. I think someone has built such a refugio here, kind of community. People come and stay for a while. Interesting, cool place. Muddy here.
This is fun.
This is fun. This is not a holiday, by the way.
Thought Spain was a hot country.
Yes, we should be in the Costa del Sol.
Exactly. By a pool.
By a pool.
Slowly,
somewhere.
darling. My knees don't like the downhills.
Yes. We decided to walk on the road for a little while because the path was getting a bit
It's very rocky and stony. Bad for my feet and knees, especially going downhill. So, although the road's still very steep downhill, we have to take it steady. It's a lot better than rough stones.
But the path is just next to us there, parallel.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we are on our way to Molina Seca,
Yeah.
which is going to be our
Next stop.
our bed for tonight.
Yeah.
but hopefully we'll find somewhere to have lunch beforehand.
It's about another 13k I think to Marina Secca, and it's all steep downhill, so it's going to be slow going.
Oh, good fun.
Blowing pretty hard. Yeah, a little bit brighter over there. And that's where we've come from. And that's where we're going. Hey ho.
Nice views down below. Looks like quite a big city. What a day. It's been good, but oh my goodness, we got wind and rain and cold and all sorts. That's good. We decided to stick to the road here, just a better surface for Brian's foot. A little bit longer than taking the main kind of Camino route, but it's just going to be a little bit easier for him to walk. And it's actually so beautiful. Gorgeous views everywhere. Low cloud and kind of slightly eerie feel. Very nice. Quite a big city there in the horizon. I wonder if that's Ponferrada. Maybe. It's not where we're going to stay tonight. Tonight we're going to stay in Molina Seca. We've got our bellies full now. And, so we're gonna walk a little bit more to our next town, which is Molina Seca.
Ooh, a bit more than a bit more.
A bit more than a bit
Couple of
more.
hours at least.
But El Acebo, it's very pretty, isn't it?
Lovely.
Absolutely lovely.
It's so kind of,
Cute.
looks like a kind of a hill town, doesn't it?
Kind of a mountain town. Very nice. The restaurant was lovely. Friendly waitress, but the owner was a bit stressed out. It's just lovely. Quite a steep hill here. Puts a lot of pressure on the knees to go very slow. See. It's quite atmospheric, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks abundant. Hello. Wow. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's much here in this small town. Diego de Ambros. Si vende. This is for sale. It has not been an easy way. We have had some very steep and rocky terrain, and luckily it's not wet. I think if it was wet, it would have been really treacherous here. But you have to watch all the time where you put your foot, and it just feels like very hard work. And we met up with Cyril up just a few kilometers behind. She's going all the way to Ponferrada, and we are staying at Molina Secas. Very glad that we are doing that, because frankly Exhausted already. But it's been a really nice day. We really enjoyed every weather we could think of. Rain, fog, wind, absolutely everything. And now quite warm again and sunny. So we are much lower. Yes, we went up and up and up and up to the Cruz de Ferro, and then coming down. Coming down can be so hard on your knees, and particularly when it's like this, with just huge stones and boulders, and very hard. But we are loving it, we're enjoying it, and we wouldn't change it for anything. It's great. It's nice that it's just us here. Dear. This is a bit hairy here. I better switch off and just concentrate. But I think that's Molina Secas, just there. Hopefully that's gonna be us for the night. Yes, I think maybe we should have chosen to go on the road as well, because this bit is treacherous. Gosh, it's a tough one. Maybe if we had walked on the road, it would have been easier. But hey ho, we've done it now. And getting here to Molina Seca, so that's where we're gonna stay for the night. It's pretty, isn't it? Molina Seca. Very beautiful. Ooh. Wow, this is such a lovely place, Molina Secas. We absolutely loved our stay here at our hostel just there. The owners are Brazilian, Mara and Marcos. They also have another beautiful hostel just around the corner on that side there. And super lovely people. Couldn't do enough for us. Super clean, attention to detail, really lovely place. And we met up with our friends who we have been meeting up with regularly. Diane, Lori, Flor, Thais. They were always staying there with us as well. So it's been a really great stay here. And dinner last night was just where was it? Oh, just over there. Again, really delicious meal, and it's just such a cute, charming place. And we are now on our way to where are we going to?
Casablanca.
Casablanca. Cacabelos. With a stop on the way at the Decathlon to buy a fleece for me and perhaps a new pair of hiking trousers for Brian. So yes, we are sad to leave, but the road is calling us. So here we go. So just walking out of Molina Seca, and it's gonna be a good day for walking. I think it's fresh, and
yeah, it's gonna brighten up. It'll get warm later, but
might get
not warm now.
Bye bye, Molina Seca. We loved this little town. Great place to stay. And we'll pick up the track again, and I just hope it's not gonna rain. There are some dark clouds on the horizon, but it's looking reasonably dry at the moment.
It's supposed to rain.
No? Oh, good. Yeah.
Good warm up.
Yes, it was cold last night. We didn't expect it was gonna be as cold as this, and yeah, it's been colder than we thought it would be, and hence why we're thinking stopping at the Decathlon and maybe get an extra fleece or something like that. I think quite a lot of people are stopping at a lot of the people we know, they are stopping as well there. And yeah, loving it so far. It was a tough day yesterday, coming down.
Yeah. My knees were bad last night, or one day.
Yeah, hurting a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a hard path coming down from El Alcebo down to here to Molina Seca. It's quite difficult. Some people actually use the road instead of the path,
We should have
and
done that
maybe
too.
we should have done that.
Hey ho.
But hey,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
See some fields there.
So I think we can see Ponferrada in the distance. Well, not too distant actually. So that's where we are heading now for the Decathlon shop. Do spot of shopping. And so we're getting off the road now.
215.6.
Woohoo! Look at that. We started seeing how close we are getting to Santiago.
At the end of today, it will start with a 1.
Ooh, that would be a big step forward for us. But in a way, it feels, sad to
It
be.
is, yeah, it's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet, and we're just saying that we don't want to start the kind of countdown to Santiago, because we really want to enjoy each day. And yes, we are absolutely loving it. Just fantastic. It is hard, the hardest thing we ever done, but also somehow, I don't know, I just feel happy every morning. Usually when the aches and pains subside, wear off after, popping the ibuprofens and everything. Voltarol.
Knee support.
Yeah. Then we feel happy to go again. That's a nice dog here. Nice and friendly. It didn't go crazy barking at us. I think we go through this little village here. Called Campo. Charming. Oh, it looks very abundant, doesn't it? I did hear about this village being more or less abundant. But I can see some of the houses lived in. God, if you buy one of these, you would need to do a lot of work. Very intense. It is beautiful. Ponferrada, quite a big city. See if we can find the Decathlon shop. This is pretty. Very nice. We are still on our way to Cacabelos. We stopped at the Decathlon and got our bits and pieces.
Got your
Fleece for me. And then suddenly it all warmed up. After we left the shop, the Decathlon shop, it's been quite built up, hasn't it? There, one town after another. So yes, not unpleasant. Certainly nothing like when we left Lyon, which was very built up and noisy and not very nice. But yeah, and got really warm now. So hopefully, maybe another hour walking.
Maybe a bit less.
Something like that, and we should get to Cacabelos, our final destination. It's been a good day, and we enjoyed a lunch in just far back, kind of half an hour far back, and yeah, lovely day. It's nice that the weather has now taken a turn for the better again. Lovely vineyards here, although they are looking a bit like they haven't been looked after very well. We just passed the wine museum as well, although we didn't really feel like visiting today. But we'll come back to this area, perhaps with the motorhome in the future.
I don't see any
To
grapes.
explore.
These must have
No.
been harvested already.
Yeah, they're either being harvested or they couldn't be bothered because it's looking very dry and a bit kind of left. Well, we are leaving Cacabelos. This is where we had dinner last night. All empty now. It's too dark. Can't see anywhere to have breakfast. But the town is starting to wake up. And here's a lovely church. We are on our way. 25 kilometers today, something like that. Place called Las Vegas. No, it's not Las Vegas. It's
Vegas something or other.
Vegas something. Okay, well, tell you later. And
First we've got to find breakfast.
yes, trying to find breakfast. We didn't really have a very good night's sleep because of all the aches and pains, or hips or knees. Everything hurts.
Not the warmest room in
Not
the world.
very warm. We were a bit cold. They did provide a blanket, but wasn't enough. And we were too lazy to get our own down blankets that we carry with us. We will, I think, tonight have them on. But hey ho, we'll find breakfast. We get ourselves cheered up, and then off we go again. But it'll probably be an hour or so before we find somewhere to have breakfast. Anyway, onwards and forwards. No breakfast yet, but we're just coming up to a village. So, possibilities in here. Lovely little clouds over there. Not ideal to be walking on the road, but actually quite good surface. Better for our aches and pains. And well, breakfast. That's all we can think about right now. Look at us, 191. Ooh, what here? Remember at the very start?
Yeah.
700 something.
We've done about 600, I think. Is that right? Yeah, about 600. Yeah. I can feel every one of those kilometres in my knees and hips.
Today's been hard, hasn't it? Ibuprofen,
Voltarol, knee support,
everything
Complete.
thrown at it. Complete.
Bionic man.
And no breakfast
Not
yet. I think it's gonna be at Vila Franca, but at least we've come out the road now. So lovely countryside around here, and such a lovely morning. It's nice.
We might catch some of that sun in a minute and warm up.
Yeah. Oh, someone left their boot in here. Funny. Yes, I hope so, because I'm still cold, but I think the sun is going to be a lot warmer later. Nice pieces of art there. Looks like they do an exhibition at Vila Franca. A nice finca up there at the top. Beautiful views. And we're gonna have to go up this steep hill here. And we are running on empty right now. Hey ho. A taxi would not be a bad idea, although I don't think they would come here. It is surface, very stony. Beautiful vineyards, well kept and well tended, obviously being harvested already. We are tired. We haven't had breakfast. Brian's feeling quite a bit of pain in his knee and hips, and so today it's a beautiful day, but we're feeling a bit fed up right now. I think it's because we haven't had our shot of caffeine yet. Once we have that, I'm sure you'll feel a lot better. So here's the Albergue Municipal Peregrinos.
Well, behind us, they're going to steal our breakfast.
Oh no, no chance of that. Vila Franca looks quite nice actually, quite a small town. Oh, please, maybe. I can see some tables down there, but doesn't look open. So looking very quiet here at Vila Franca. Quite a steep hill. Fingers crossed, we'll get coffee. It's just us here in the coffee shop, and it's nice she opened it just as we were arriving in Villa Franca. Coffee at last. So we managed to have our breakfast here at Villa Franca, this lovely little corner coffee shop. It's really nice coffee and tostada. So lesson here is don't assume that's gonna be places that will be open, because literally we had to walk 8 kilometers from Cabellos. There's nothing open there, and to get our breakfast, and more than 2 hours walking, and we got up about 7, but didn't get our breakfast until about 10. And when you're walking so much, you feel weak, so just making sure always having a snack with you if you're walking. So that's the lesson of the day here. So now we are just gonna go through Villa Franca and then back on the road, on the path, and see what the day brings. Lovely day, very sunny. Still a bit cool though. Oh, Villa Franca looks nice. So here we go. What a pretty little town. We wish we had stayed here last night instead of Cabellos, whatever. Much nicer, this place. Sorry, Cabellos, but Villa Franca is nicer. More options for eating as well. Gosh, last night we couldn't find anywhere to eat before 8 o'clock, which is really annoying because we were hungry. And in the end we managed to find somewhere, and he started giving us food about 7:45. We were absolutely starving, but they were very friendly, but the food wasn't particularly good. So, oh well, we have had plenty of good food here in Spain. Oh, looks like there's a cat convention up here.
The what?
Cat convention up here. There's about...
This is if you want to do the way via Pradella.
Ah, okay.
Which is the really scenic way.
Scenic and very steep.
Very hilly.
I don't think so.
No. Let's go.
Not with our knees and hips and... gosh, I think there are about 5 cats in here in the entrance. I'm gonna choose the flatter way. And who can blame us? We're tired and we're achy, and I'm sure this way is gonna be beautiful as well. Came from that direction.
The blue is the old road that we're going to follow. This big thick orange one actually goes through a tunnel there. That's the new motorway. The tunnel just comes out here. It's much more direct, but we're going to be a bit wiggly. But good news is the motorway takes most of the traffic off what would have been a really busy little windy road. And there's the alternative route, that red one, but it goes very high. Probably get good views, but an awful lot of climbing, and we got quite a long day today, and this stage of the Camino, hips and knees, I think it's better to stay on the more or less level but kind of longer and windy
Agreed.
road down here, and then all the way up until this Trabadello, and then where are we? We're going to end up, oh yeah, Vega de Valcarce, something like that. That's where we're staying tonight. Another, I don't know, let's see, how far have we done? We've done 11k, we've probably got 15 to go.
Cool.
So on we go.
Let's do it. This is actually not a bad path. We have a tarmac path next to a road that's not actually that busy. The busy road is to our left, that's the motorway there. But this road is actually very quiet. And yeah, we're surrounded by greenery.
Little chestnuts. Look how beautiful is that?
That's lovely.
Cobra.
Yay, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I'm glad we chose this path. Particularly how we feel at the moment that we are, you know,
We've got a tough climb tomorrow.
Tough climb tomorrow to towards Ocebrero. So I think we take a little bit easier today, although we don't know what's ahead, but hopefully we stay, you know, pretty leveled.
I think we're pretty much on the road the whole way, and this is going to be, it just follows the path of the river, so I don't think it could be too steep. I think it's just going to be this gentle, steady line the whole way.
Incline. Hope so. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Would be nice to have it easy for one day.
It's I think long and easy if it is easy.
This hill up here, we were wondering if it's a landslide and it's being kind of now meshed and pinned, and because there's a motorway just there, so probably high risk of landslides, and yeah, it looks pretty bare as well. So well, and we just keep going, and it's actually not bad at all. I'm actually enjoying this path. It's been good. Little town of Pereje. We thought maybe, thought maybe we, oh, look at these lovely kittens here. Oh, kitties, lovely, they're having fun. Hola. Basically, we were quite keen to have another coffee, and we thought maybe this cute little town would provide. But oh yes, this is looking promising. Maybe. Here we go. Everything closed. Nothing at all. So I think it's just a case of back on the road and keep moving. Yeah, no coffee shops at all. No.
Okay.
Hello. Okay. What's going on with the no coffee at all? This village looked completely abandoned. No coffee, not even a fountain. Even the fountain has dried up.
Welcome to our village.
Yes. Oh, it was funny to meet elusive Margaret from South Korea. We keep bumping into her everywhere. Oh, she's so sweet. And looks like tonight we're going to be in the same town again. And yeah, and she also seems to choose the easier paths, just as we are doing. Well, not always the easier paths. This is just as long. Just is not as steep. Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
We're too old for heroics.
We are. Yes. I think we are gonna find nourishment in here, in little Trobadeio. Yes. Can't wait to just sit down, have a coffee, and rest. It's 12:30 now, so lunchtime, and could do with something to eat. This is a very small place, but hey, looks promising. Looks like there's something there.
Go and wind them up again.
So this is us here, Vega de Valcarce. Thank goodness me, here we are. And we need to find our hostel. I think it looks like this is one main road. That's it. Absolutely pooped. Albergue do Brasil. That's funny. Cool. Well, we are happy here. Kitchen.
Our little house.
We've got a little house. Lovely bed. Ooh, huge. Shower. Oh, very nice. Very clean. That's very nice. Good morning. We just had our breakfast. It's 8 a.m. We had a nice sleep. Lovely apartment and a nice big bed, really little kitchen. It's a really good night, and we also had breakfast here. They also have a bakery shop, so it was very nice. We had coffee and croissants and pain au chocolat, and it was good, very good. So we are ready to hit the road, and today we have quite a steep hill ahead of us, the famous Ocebreiro. So we are looking forward to that, and I think it's gonna be a good day, sunny. Cool, a little bit cool, but an interesting, good temperatures. Hello.
Hello.
So you're brushing your teeth. Oh yes, I'm gonna dig out the the painkillers in a minute, and yeah. So looking forward to our day ahead. See what the day is gonna bring. See you on the road. It's actually quite atmospheric, isn't it? So literally we stayed there under the bridge, but didn't actually hear anything going over the bridge or anything. So it's a bit foggy. You can see there up on the mountains, but yeah. Temperature-wise, it's a bit cold. Well, fresh. And, but I'm sure it'll be a lovely day.
Yep,
very sunny, and we'll warm up later.
Maybe too hot going up the hill.
Exactly, probably be stripping off. Well, not quite stripping off, but taking a few bits off later. Anyway, we better get going. Very lucky to be such a lovely place. We love the mountains, although we might be regretting it later. But very privileged to be able to do this. Take 6 weeks to come and walk the Camino. I would recommend to anybody, although it is hard work. There are times when you question your sanity. Pretty stunning and peaceful, magical. So, goodbye, Veiga de Valcarce. I think that's how you pronounce it. Good morning. Queuing for your breakfast, I guess. Very cloudy at the moment, but I'm sure the sun will break through very soon. This was a really nice little village. Now we just have to keep climbing up, up, and up. But lovely autumn scenery. All the trees are turning reds and yellows, and you can hear the river down there. Yes, it's good to be alive. Las Hererias down there. We'll probably stop for a coffee there. What a lovely morning. It's nice to get a chance to stop again. It's just been about an hour since we left Viega, but it would be nice already to have a rest and have another coffee. Why not? Camino is fueled by café con leche. Hererias. So that's where we are now, Hererias. Just had a café con leche at that place there. It's very nice. Super friendly, lovely people. And here are the horses where people who want to do Ocebrero on a horse, they can hire a horse just here. And I think that's what they're doing. You're gonna go up on a horse. Oh, Cyril! Oh, don't you look sweet? That's so sweet. Oh, I hope you have a lovely time. Have a lovely time, guys. Enjoy yourselves. I hope your horses will behave. I'm sure they will. Hi, Diane. Elizabeth, don't be scared. I did take your picture. You're looking very relaxed.
Yeah. You look like a cowboy.
My insides are just oil.
Have you done? Never. First time.
Eyes tight.
Yes. Keep it tight. We were.
Feel one with the horse.
What? Yeah.
That.
Hey.
Yes.
Buen Camino.
Have a good time. We'll see you up ahead.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, I thought was going to be yesterday, but no, it's today. Well, I'm sure they'll have a lovely time. I'm feeling slightly jealous. We're gonna do on foot. Hey ho. Maybe you'll come back here, darling. One day in the future.
Maybe do the horse.
And do the horse one. Such a cool thing to do. Here they come.
We can not close.
Wow, that is the royal wave. Hi, Cyril. Oh, hello, Elizabeth.
It's a very
Queen
regal.
Elizabeth! Queen Elizabeth!
Queen Elizabeth. Hello. It's actually a very cool thing to do. Good on you girls. So here we start our climb. And we are not on horse. It's gonna be steep. But it's nice to see our friends there going on a horse. I think we're gonna have to leg it up there. No other option. It's beautiful. We'll be fine. So I think here's where we leave the road and get into the path towards Ocebreiro. It's a bit of a downhill now, but I'm sure we will start climbing again very soon. Not sure if the horses would come this way or they will keep on the road. Not sure. Anyway, we'll ask my friends later. Can hear cowbells down there. Can also hear the stream as well down there. Very, very, very beautiful. Really loving this bit. Actually, answer to my question, the horses do come down here, as I can spot horse shoes. Oh, I could. Oh my God, this is steep. Hola. So peaceful here. It's lovely to see the sunlight kind of filtering through the woods. It's actually a more gentle climb, well, gentler than I thought it would be, and people compare it with going up Snowdon, and I being up Snowdon, I would say this is easier, but obviously I'm only at the start. But yeah, really enjoying it. Our friends who went on a horseback probably at the top now, and it would have been a beautiful ride, horse ride. Certainly something that we might do in the future. Yeah, very peaceful. Just us here at the moment. No other pilgrims. It's lovely. Best day for it.
Beautiful day. Still some hill to climb now.
Coming up to the first little village. Don't know, I think it's called La Faba. Albergue de La Faba. So, 164.5 kilometers to Santiago. Still going up, but a bit more open in here. Beautiful views. It is tough. Some steep sections which have been quite tough. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. Loving it though. Really beautiful. A few more pilgrims now hiking with us. Not many, just a few more. lovely. Is that Ocebrero up there, do you think? Oops. I'm not looking where I'm going. Maybe up there. So we are now officially in Galicia.
Yep.
And almost at Ocebrero. Not quite, but nearly there. I think the worst of the climbs have passed. I think we've done the worst, I guess. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, here I can see 3 horses coming down. Maybe those are the horses that our friends used to go up. Who knows? Anyway, really beautiful place. We absolutely loving it, and the scenery is just stunning. The day has been sunny and warm. A little bit of a fresh air, but it's really nice day. Here comes the horses. Hola, gracias. Oops. I thought it was weird that there was only 3 horses, but here comes the other horse. Just, oh dear, 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 dear. Oh well, he knows what to do, I think.
Hello, gracias. We're just leaving Ocebrero. Just had a breakfast here with Ciro. Bye bye, Ciro. And then we're gonna get on the way again. We arrived here yesterday afternoon, and then we had to stay overnight at a hotel not far from here, about 4 kilometers off the Camino, because we didn't have any places to stay near here at all. So this morning we came back to Ocebrero to start our hike again. And look at this view. Absolutely fabulous, beautiful. We saw the sunrise here earlier on. Beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful. And then we're gonna start our day again. I think we only have a short hike today.
Short day, couple of hours.
Couple of hours,
We'll have
about
to fill it with coffee.
lots of coffee
Coffee
stops. Perfect weather this morning. When we woke up, it was about 7 degrees centigrade, but it's getting warmer now. It's gonna be a sunny day, dry. Oh, I can see the horses there already. a lot of people start their Camino here in Ocebreiro, so hence why it gets very busy.
Yeah, you can spot
And,
them. They're all
can
clean
they're
and
all
shiny
clean,
and brand new equipment
shiny,
and
smelling good.
smell good.
Not like us.
Smell stale, stale Camino.
Oh, it's only an extra 100 meters? Oh, yeah. Oh, distance-wise.
So it's not hugely.
Elevation-wise, we don't know.
No, we don't. We don't. But, yeah.
The last couple said that too.
This is very steep. Oh my god. We are literally absolutely knackered. We took some sort of a bit of an alternative route from Ocebreiro, which was going to be very scenic, and this also very hilly. We've been hiking with Cyril, which is really lovely. And I think our hostel is just up here somewhere, isn't it?
Yep.
We're not far. Whew. Since Ocebreiro is being a very different feel to the Camino. I don't know if it's the weekend or what is going on, but there are, huge parties, bus excursions, so it's very different feel. So gone are the more kind of quiet, reflective days, and so yes, we don't know what to expect from now on, but weather's going to be a lot busier than what we had up until now. But it is what it is, and we'll see. Tonight we are here at this hotel here. We're only 10 kilometers from Ocebreiro, as we could not find a place to stay in Triacastela. So hence why we're staying here tonight. All done? Huge meal?
All done. Huge stuff. Never need to eat again.
We're just getting ready to hit the road. Just had our breakfast here at the hotel. We're not far from Ocebreiro, about 10 kilometers where we stayed last night at Santa Maria do Poio, place called Poio Alto. We couldn't find anywhere to stay in Triacastela, so we decided to stay here in the mountains, which was a good decision. We really enjoyed staying here last night. It was very quiet, and we managed to get a very, very good night of sleep. And so today we are going to Samos via Triacastela. So we'll stop in Triacastela maybe to have something to eat, get some cash. We are very low on cash, and here they wanted us to pay in cash. They were not very happy with paying with card. Although last night for dinner we did manage to pay with card. We had dinner here in the hotel. There's only the hotel here and another restaurant and hotel as well. There isn't very much here at all. But yeah, it's been really, really good. And today's Sunday, so things might not be open, so we need to be quite aware of that and careful to make sure we eat, and whenever we get the chance, things can be closed for hours on end. And yes, I think this is the last week. We have another 7 days of walking, before we get to Santiago. We suspecting it's gonna change a little bit, maybe gonna get a lot busier, but see how it goes. We're still loving it. Every morning we get up with lots of aches and pains, and we get out of bed and we look like we are 100 years old. But soon we start walking about, and somehow we manage to get back on track. And so yeah, still loving it, and hopefully we'll get to Santiago. So been walking for about 45 minutes. The sun is just starting to rise up there. This place here, Fria, would have been one of the places we considered for staying, but didn't have anywhere. And you can see why it's tiny, a small place, just the same as where we were there at Alto do Poio, also tiny places. We were really surprised how we couldn't find anywhere in these areas. It's hard to book a place. It's very busy. I think a lot of people start their Camino here, so hence why it's a busy area. And now we're getting closer to Sarria. So again, people start their Camino in Sarria, so things getting a lot busier. Saying that, we have been walking by ourselves. We are walking on the road rather than on the path, which is just literally, the path is up here parallel to the road. But we just found that it was very dark, so I think on the road we felt it was better, but also the surface being better for Brian's feet and knees, and so we just literally parallel to the path. So we'll continue on the road for a bit longer, and then we will join the path a little bit later. So it's almost 9 o'clock now, well, 8:30 now, and we had our breakfast back at the hotel, which we're very glad we did, because everything looks closed. So keep going through a little farmyard. We're still on our way to Tracastella. Oh, sorry, talking about a bit. Lovely day. The sun is coming out. It's been a really nice morning. We have now joined the path, came off the road, and going through this little town. Smells of cow shit in here. Wonder why. Hello, girls. They're waiting to be milked, maybe. Well, if we see a little coffee shop, we might stop. The path has actually been a lot better than we had expected so far. So far, it's been pretty good. We're mostly leveled, so yeah, we're enjoying it. And we are alone in the Camino, which was a surprise after all the party vibe we had yesterday at Ocebreiro and then at Alto do Poio. It was a lot of people, busload of people, and we thought, oh dear, it's just the end of the lovely kind of peace and quiet we had, and being able to really enjoy the countryside in the peace and quiet. But no. Oh, here we are. 144,937 kilometers to Santiago. And gorgeous views. Absolutely stunning. Oh, that's a quarry down there. Probably there's so much stone buildings around here. Probably will come from there. Oh, lovely. We'll be incredibly lucky with this weather in Galicia. October, and it could be absolutely pouring rain. Galicia is famous for having a lot of rain, and yeah, we couldn't have been luckier. And the forecast is for good weather for the rest of the week, in fact all of next week, so we might be very lucky to be walking in good weather all the way to Santiago. Yes, that'll be nice, fingers crossed. And loving this. This is absolutely perfect temperature wise. We're probably going to start peeling off the layers in a minute. But it was very fresh this morning, I think about 7 degrees centigrades. But
144 kilometers to go.
Oh, wow. Nearly there. Buen Camino. A large group of cyclists coming hurtling down the road. Have to keep an eye out on them. Watch out. Olá, bom caminho. Camino. I think that's Tricastella where we are heading for, but we're still a bit of a way away. So just keep going. At least it's a beautiful morning. We are enjoying it. Can hear all the animals. Dogs barking and cows and cowbells and all sorts. Gosh, they're big dogs. Buenos dias. Olá. I think they spotted us, and I'm thinking, who are these people right here on our path? Tiny little filobal. Nice little albergues. Albergue filobal. Very nice. I wonder if the bar is open. Probably not. It looks. There's some people there. But we are going. Yeah, let's crack on to Tricastella. That's where we planning to have a stop and then get some cash out as well.
Then on to Samos.
And then on to Samos. It's quite cute here. Lovely. So just walking into Tricastella here. Now we're gonna look for a bunk since we don't have much money. And then once we have the cash, we can, if we have the cash, we can go and find somewhere to eat and have coffee. Because at the moment we are very short on cash, and some places they don't seem to accept Iglesia de Santiago. They seem to like the sun is, oh, I can't really. I bet they do good business here, physiotherapy. Loads of tendinitis and all sorts of pilgrims problems. Sitting down waiting for my coffee. We've got money now, got cash. So Brian's just going to get some coffee and something to eat. And relax a little bit before we walk to Samos. So yes, long day today, but it's been good. So we had coffee in Castella, and here the Camino splits, going towards either Samos or the other way. So we are going towards Samos. Oh yes, Sanzil is the other one. So it just splits in here. So here is where we started at Castella. We are now here, and we're just gonna carry on along here, all the way down to Samos. And I'm gonna stay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna stay in Samos tonight, overnight, and maybe, if possible, we stay at this monastery, and then tomorrow we will continue along and continue along here, going up here, and then all the way to Sarria. So been walking on a path next to the road, but now looks like we are leaving the road behind and joining another path now through the woods. Just crossing a little bridge here. We are just saying how we can't believe how lovely the weather has been and how lucky we have been to get such good weather here in Galicia, because it's notorious for being wet, isn't it? And
this is just glorious.
Just a glorious day.
Cool, but it's sunny.
Yes.
Perfect walking.
Perfect. This looks suspiciously like we're going back to walk next to the road. Oh well.
Camino tricks.
Camino tricks. I think maybe now we are going to leave the road and join through the woods, perhaps now, finally.
I think so.
We'll see. Looks abundant, doesn't it? Looks completely abundant. Do they?
It's fun while it lasted.
You wish you had your fishing rod.
Yeah.
It's been very relaxing, hasn't it? This wooded area.
This is one of the loveliest little sections we've walked on the whole Camino.
It's been, well, yeah, definitely. It's been really lovely.
Well, on a day like
I
this.
think it's also
Yeah.
because it's been such a lovely day.
Oh yeah.
Sunny and
It's dry. It's
dry.
dappled sunlight. The noise of the river flowing by.
It's been nice.
Just idyllic.
And we have the monastery to look forward to. I think it's just coming into view here. Samos. That's the monastery down there. Wow. It's beautiful. Goodness me, that's lovely. what the monks are gonna think of this, or this bracket. So here is the albergue. And, hopefully by 10 o'clock this bracket would have stopped. Let's see. Unit of bed tonight. Let's just see the toilets. Toilets, showers. So looks very clean. Not a lot of comforts, but no, it's good. Oh, good. It's an experience. All about the experience. It's gonna be cold tonight.
We'll be all our clothes on tonight.
I think so. So we're just gonna go and do the tour of the monastery. It's at 4:30 in the afternoon, so we're just gonna go and do that now. And then afterwards we are meeting Cyril for dinner about 6:30. And then we're sleeping at the monastery tonight, which should be an interesting experience. We're just leaving Samos, and we stayed at the monastery. We stayed at the very old monastery overnight.
Yeah.
In bunk beds.
Bunk beds in one big room with the snoring and people getting up early and the rustling and.
Yeah, it was quite an experience.
Not to be repeated.
Not to be repeated. We're glad we did it.
Oh yeah, it was really interesting.
I don't think we want to repeat it.
No.
Anyway, it's quite dark, so I'm not gonna do much here, and we'll film as we go along. But yes, we're just leaving Samos now on our way.
Start
Had our
Strava,
breakfast, start Strava,
ready to go.
and we are on our way to Sarria.
Very misty and cold.
Cold,
So
cold.
yeah, let's get going before we freeze.
So just starting to the light coming slowly. The sun is rising. Still very misty, foggy, cold morning, but beautiful being here. We really enjoyed Samos. Enjoyed the village. The tour of the monastery was really interesting. I met a Brazilian novice monk who had just arrived at the monastery, so he was telling me about the ins and outs during the tour, and he said there's only 9 monks living here at the monastery at the moment, and in fact 2 are a bit unwell. So yeah, sounds like it's a bit of a dying, I don't know, institution. That's the word I was looking for. But it's nice. He felt strongly about coming and to become a monk here. So he's the new blood, so to speak, here into this institution. And yes, then we stayed. We had dinner with Cyril last night. Managed to find a place that would be open to eat at 8 o'clock. Nothing before 8 o'clock there. We were absolutely starving. And but yeah, it was good dinner. Then we went back to the monastery for our stay at the monastery guest house. Pitch black going in. All the lights were out by 9 o'clock. We're walking by the side of a road at the moment. Anyway, we managed to get into bed, mostly with our clothes that we were wearing because it's a bit cold. And yeah, it was a very interesting night. Maybe not one we would want to repeat, but we're glad we did it. Really glad we did it, in fact. So a good experience. And now we are walking towards Sarria. And I think we're turning here. Right. So, oh, I can hear a cockerel going. And, yes, anyway, I think yeah, it points that way, so that's the way. Well, we are off the road now into some kind of quite rocky path here. The fog is just about lifting a little bit, and but still very cold. It's about 9 a.m. and today is the October the 11th. Being very lucky with the weather here in Galicia. Usually at this time of the year it could be raining, cold, wind, rain. So no, we had so far really good weather, and I think the forecast is to continue with the good weather. So we are traveling between Samos and Sarria. And I think today was going to be just 13 kilometers, but now we took this alternative route. It might be a little bit longer. Anyway, we are enjoying it. Very peaceful, all green around us, and just us in the path. So really enjoying it. Okay, so we start at Triacstella. Oh, Samos.
Yeah. Samos, where we were last night. We've walked along the road a bit, and I think this is where we've separated off. There's a church up here, and then we go around this way, I think, and then on to Sarria. It's much shorter if you just follow the road, but
it was nice to do the woods. That's where we Triacstella, where we were before.
Following the road was only going to be about 13k, and we've got plenty of time, so if that takes it up to 15 or 18 or whatever, so what?
We're in no big rush,
because
we can't, anyway, you can't get into our albergue until 12. Oh, this is a nice little church.
That's the church that this detour is for, but you can't go and see it, I guess.
No, I can't. Nice. We attended the mass last night at the Samos monastery. It's Very interesting. Mass in Spanish. A little cemetery for the locals, I guess. But I think the church is actually closed. Yeah, the door's locked. Well, peaceful, isn't it, place?
Yeah. Inhabitants are quiet.
Very quiet. I don't think they care for a party or anything. Well, hence why we need to live our lives and make the most, enjoy every day, because you never know when we're gonna end up somewhere like this. Hey ho, let's keep going. Yeah, the Camino has been a lesson every day, teaching us about simplicity, minimalism, the fact that, you know, you can sleep in a dorm. Okay, it's not the most pleasant, the most luxurious or anything, but, you know, good experience teaches you to value even more what you have at home, and also to understand better about the, you know, people who, you know, perhaps that's their lives, having to sleep in dorms most days. You know, the homeless we have back in the UK, and tough life, really. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, really, thinking about. We had a comfortable bed and a cold shower, but, you know, we had a shower. Brian faced the shower, I couldn't do it. But yes, learning every day, and appreciate even more what you have, which is a good lesson. It's quite a nice path here, walking along the river over there. All the kind of autumn colors, pretty little hamlets, little churches, just pretty. And we are glad to have taken just a little bit longer path, but very scenic, lovely. It's cool, isn't it? Wow, it's huge. Ooh, goodness me. Oh, and I can smell the grass now, kind
Yeah, I
of
think you've been out
freshly
cutting
cut
the grass.
grass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a corn field here. Wow, and it's still very misty, very foggy.
Yeah.
This is what, 9 o'clock, 9:15?
Yeah, but remember when we were high up and we were in the sunshine, we could see down in the valleys.
True.
It was full of mist, and
Full of mist.
that's what we're seeing now, I think.
Yeah, we are here down in the valley,
This could take till lunchtime to burn off.
I guess. Oh my God. He's missing it. Interesting. Right. Oh, well. Hello. Buen Camino. Oh wow. So we left Samos and it was foggy and yeah. Right. Yes, we just arrived in Sarria and it's still quite foggy here and cloudy. So the sun has not been strong enough to burn through. But 15 kilometers later, are we glad to be here finally in Sarria. Or Sarria, I don't know how the Spanish will pronounce it. And so we're following the arrows and the shells and trying to find our hotel. And we'll probably stop for coffee because we can't check in until 12 o'clock in our hostel, our albergue. So we'll probably find somewhere to have coffee first. It's about just past 11 o'clock. So it'll be nice to find somewhere to rest. We haven't had any breaks since Samos. So I think we need a break. Looks like this town is all about the Camino. Oh dear, it's a joke, right? No, I don't think it's a joke. I think we're gonna have to go up to the steps all the way to the top. Oh, sorry. You're not making it any easier for us pilgrims. Oh. We can do it. Nearly there. Are we there yet? Not quite. Hello, nearly there? I believe you. Lots of albergues around here. And a coffee shop. Now things are getting better.